There is a part of every man that he often ignores, represses, or denies, a silent force that moves beneath the surface of his thoughts, actions, and desires. Carl Jung called it the Anima, the inner feminine. She is not just an idea or a symbol. She is a living psychic reality. And, until a man comes to know her, he will never fully know himself. The anima is the image of woman within a man's unconscious, but she is not simply his memory of his mother or the sum of his experiences with women. She is deeper than that, a symbolic representation of his soul, his emotions, his intuition, his capacity for relatedness and creativity. She is what softens the hardness of the ego. She is what opens the door to the depths of feeling, imagination, and meaning. In the modern world, men are taught to suppress the feminine within. Emotions are dismissed as weakness. Sensitivity is ridiculed. Vulnerability is avoided. And yet, something in the man still longs for connection, for softness, for beauty, for a sense of wholeness that escapes his grasp. That longing is the anima calling. But she does not come gently. At first she may appear in projection, in the form of infatuation with a woman who seems to embody everything he lacks. He may place her on a pedestal, convinced she will complete him, or he may resent her, fearing her power to undo his composure. Either way, he is not yet seeing her clearly. He is seeing a reflection of his own inner world, externalized and misunderstood. To reclaim the feminine within, a man must begin the work of withdrawal. He must slowly pull back the projection from the outer woman and turn toward the image within. He must ask, what does she represent to me? What emotions does she stir? What am I avoiding in myself by obsessing over her? This is, the beginning of integration. The anima may show up in dreams as a mysterious woman, a child, a seductress, a guide, or even a terrifying force. Her shape changes as the man evolves. At first, she is unconscious, primitive, fragmented, but as he begins to relate to her, she transforms. She becomes more whole, more human, more divine. She becomes, in a sense, his inner guide. To integrate the anima, a man must develop a relationship with his emotional life. He must stop running from grief, rage, tenderness, and joy. He must learn the language of feeling, not just the logic of the mind. This does not make him less masculine. On the contrary, it gives his masculinity depth, flexibility, and heart. He must cultivate his intuition. Not every truth can be reasoned. Some truths are felt, known in the body, known in silence. The anima speaks in symbols, in images, in the quiet voice that whispers just beneath the noise. To hear her, he must slow down. He must listen. He must engage in creative expression. The anima is the muse, the one who inspires poetry, music, art, dance. When he creates, he gives her form. When he resists creation, she stagnates within him, becoming chaotic or destructive. But when he opens the channel, she brings beauty, insight, and renewal. He must confront the shadow of the feminine. Not all that is soft is good. The anima, when rejected or distorted, can become manipulative, passive-aggressive, seductive in a way that binds rather than frees. These qualities must be faced with honesty, not moralism. They are wounded aspects of the soul that seek recognition, not repression. He must relate to women differently, no longer as objects of conquest or saviors to idealize, but as mirrors, living beings with their own souls, their own depths. As he does this, his relationships shift from projection to presence. He learns to see, truly see, the other, because he has begun to see himself. The anima, once integrated, becomes the bridge to the self, the larger, wiser center of the psyche. She leads the man inward through the layers of ego, through the defenses, into the unknown. She asks him to feel what he has numbed, to love what he has feared, to become what he was always meant to be. This is not a linear journey, it is a spiral. At each level, the anima returns in a new form, testing, inviting, deepening. She is never conquered, she is never completed, but she is known, loved, honored. To reclaim the feminine within is not to abandon masculinity. Rather, it's about freeing it from rigidity, softening it with grace, grounding it in soul. It's, about becoming fully alive, feeling the world, creating beauty, entering relationship not just as a role, but as a whole being. The anima is waiting, not outside, not in someone else, but, within you. Turn inward. She will meet you there.